Come sta oggi? Sto bene, grazie mille. Di dove? Parla italiano? Oh, no, non capisco, mi dispiace. Ci vediamo domani. Buona giornata. Hey everyone, this is Yakety the Free here, playing in the Hell Hades 2025 free-to-play challenge on day 43. And a neat thing about the country of Italy, they make Lamborghinis there. And I guess some of the police are used to chasing people in supercars, or they need to get places quickly because in 2004, they were gifted two Lamborghini Gallardos. That's a pretty quick car as a police officer. Imagine that was your office, Lamborghini. Anyways, on the leaderboards, you'll see that Yaki to the Free is still firmly ahead of Hell Hades there in fourth place, kind of close to Bront the Cat Herder, but Rob the Nice Guy too, with over 10,000 points. Not a chance I'm going to catch this person. Nobody can. He pulled an Odin. He's cleared his stage 21 faction trials. It's pretty much GG, I think, for Rob the Nice Guy, as long as they remain healthy. So let's take a look at the Great Hall bonus. As you'll see that there's a maxed out bonus now, so able to spread to get the next two to level 5 to complete all the challenges. So they take 250 gold medals each. So that would be 125 total gold 4 or 5 arena wins to get this done. So that's about almost a week. And then that'll be the end of the challenges for all of them, because I don't count the badges as challenges. That's just something else. Whoop, red dot came up. Let's see what's in the, what's this? If it doesn't have speed, I don't want it. But anyways, I'm going to show you some of the faction wars that are going on here. So you can't see it, but there's 473 stars. And I have barbarians that I pushed as far as I could in the barbarians. So all these barbarians are wearing, let's take a look actually. They're almost all in, what do you call it here? Bolster set items, okay? So that they're going to bring a shield and they're going to heal. So I actually only two of the barbarians are, pardon me, but it gets the job done, right? So let's go into super raid so that it does, twice as much as fast here. And I just leave it on out, especially after it's been 3-starred. I no longer care if the anyone dies here. But you'll look, right? There's a 15,000 point shield or more on all of them. So if you don't know this hero here, Marked, she's got an AoE A2, and Haikatoon's got an AoE A3, and they all have at least one AoE. So that also helps. But you'll see now that I will never feed these 5 barbarians. This has become my core for barbarians until something better comes along. And there's a free gear removal going on right now. So I take full advantage of that just to push a little bit into these other faction wars. However, that's the end of it. I'm not going to continue to swap the same preset bolster sets anymore because I'm able to build more since we're farther into the Forge Pass. And I'm only building the minimum 4 to 5 stars. By the end of the Forge Pass, we'll be able to hopefully get a couple 6 stars with the legendary items. The bolster set and guardian set is how, if you don't have, like an epic or a good rare, you can put it on your commons and uncommons as I've shown in previous uploads, and you'll get this job done. So if I did this on manual, I would restart. Obviously, it's already been done, but I'm just showing you how easy it is to get even just 1 star. And if you don't care about the stars and you want the materials that come out of here so that you can build your 4 and 5 star perception items, this is all I've been doing. None of these heroes have any, pardon me, there's no masteries in any of these heroes. And you'll see that I've ascended some of them, okay, Marked especially, but nothing really invested into them. I haven't leveled them up except for, Haikatoon is definitely worth a 6 star, so I built her up to that. And War Maiden was going to be my first 6 star for Force, but I told somebody else I didn't have to do that. So I want to show a screenshot of what I did yesterday, and I cleared floor 90 Bommel And yes, it took 23 minutes and it's on manual, but I used an all magic team except for CC Sabathia or Sabitha here. And you'll see Tagore is an absolute monster. He's the only one who never died. He did 2.5 million heals. He also did all the damage with his War Master. And the idea of this is that Jareg and Taragi cycle off on the ally protect, and when one would die, I'd res them with Sabitha and they'd get a block damage. And that's who would use the next ally protect. Okay? I'm not saying this is the best team to use, but it's the team I had to use. I couldn't get it done either way. So I'll show you now Dark Fae, which I have the manual on the floor 80 here for Dark Fae. If you look in the rankings, nobody is able to beat floor 90 Bommel yet. They might not have tried or they might be waiting until later, but it was a tough fight for me. So in the Dark Fae, you'll see again, I've got all magic except for Dathy. And this is a key part of success, is that my decreased defense debuffer is strong affinity against my other 4 heroes, but he doesn't go first. He goes third. Okay. So I can auto through the first wave. This wave I can't. And the key also here is knowing your roster, what you can absorb damage wise, because now I'm just going to try to A1. And I make sure that Lua goes first because that Lua, she can take me out with her AoE. So my A3 from Alice, I already know is going to kill any of those two of the four. It'll kill at least two of them every time. The fact that she procs a relentless proc makes it even better. And again, if you can't auto it and you only want to auto, I can't help you. I don't auto things that fail more than twice. If this has failed twice on me on auto, so I just manual it. I set a little time aside while I'm waiting for a coffee to cool down or while I'm doing other work. So my APOF boosts everybody with a little bit of speed to begin. Then I use Tagore to soften people up. So their APOF and their Tagore are going to do their thing. Now my kill's going to soften them up. And then here's where Dathy comes in. He might kill two people. So he did two, and he got an extra turn, so that's even better. Now I know that Apoth is more than likely dead to Alice. So now you'll see that it's Dathy instead of my Alice. For whatever reason, I don't know the mechanic why it's picking Dathy, but I'm okay with that because my Alice murders me. And as long as this Dathy doesn't really get a turn, oh, and sometimes that fear, right? It doesn't work and you fail. But as long as I get through that first wave, this doesn't fail. I could probably set it to auto right now, but I don't want to take the chance, I'm just going to keep pushing, manual my way through. And I don't know if you saw that turn meter go down, but I have I forget the name, Eagle Eye Mastery on my Alice. So it knocks their turn meter down by a little bit the first time she hits them with their default skill. So if I get a couple lucky procs here, then the boss won't be able to bring in another clone. So let's try an A3. So that's the only issue with Alice having so many turns without a debuff on the boss from Dathy, right? Because that 60% drop defense, it adds a lot of damage. You see, Kill did a 28,000 K hit, and this is the end of the boss right here. Alice should be able to wipe her out with this. So that's how I'm farming the lethal set, which is actually a really, really good set here. But you'll see, I'm not going to build any of the baby set. I'm only going to build the big boy. And hopefully in a couple days, like tonight is the Scarab King. I should be able to get through the Scarab King and the Griffin on floor 110, no issue at all. But I'm a little concerned about beating the final Dark Fae. I think I have the team set up. I think it'll be successful. And I hope it's successful for you as well. It's also champ training. So I need to 6-star my ultimate Gaelic to get Arbiter, I think. So I have a vault exactly full of food to make 5 5-stars. Once all of these heroes are leveled up to at least a 3-star to knock these into 4-stars, I have everything I need. There's 5 level 40s, 4-stars. This right here is a 6-star hero. And if I 6-star ultimate Gaelic, I just might be able to get Arbiter. I hope so. Anyways, This is Yakety the Free playing in Hell Hades 2025 free to play challenge. Again, it's day 43 login. Take care, everyone.